Hello, Word Pathfinder. Welcome. This week in our character, ethics, and value campaign, the productivity secret of the top 1%, we're looking at the principle productivity. Productivity. Yes, productivity simple, but we're looking at productivity today. What is productivity? Productivity is commonly defined as the ratio between output volume, and input volume. In other words, the volume that you put in, input, and how much it produces. In a layman word, how much output you get, from the input of your time, your effort, and your resources. How much output do you get? That's productivity. In other words, it measures how efficiently your production input, such as your time, your effort, and your resources, are being used to produce the kind of result that you want, the level of result that you want. The root word for productivity is productive or fertile. Productive or what? Or fertile. It is the result you get from the activity. So to be fertile is to have the ability to produce or to reproduce, to have the ability to create result. This is the potential to create results. So when you say something is fertile, it means that something has the potential, to do what? To create results. Therefore, productivity is how you maximize your potential, how you put your potential to best use. I give you a very practical example so that we can have an understanding. We say a good land is fertile. Why do we say a good land is fertile? We say a good land is fertile because the land is valuable, because the land has the ability to produce or potential to produce. So a land that is fertile is a land that has potential. However, the fertile land with huge potential or huge ability to produce has to be cultivated through work activity for it to do what? To produce the needed output. It needs to be cultivated through work for it to produce the output that we want. Furthermore, how well we manage this activity of cultivating the land will determine the level of result we get from that potential, from that fertile land. How well. So it's not just enough to work the land. You need to manage the activity well so that you can get the best value from the potential of the land. For example, if your work of cultivating the land is properly managed, it can make you wealthy by giving you income from a well-managed activities in cultivating the land. Therefore, there are three aspects of productivity. The first one is having a potential, having the potential. The second is putting the potential to work. And the third is managing the work and the result so that you can have maximum yield. So it's what? Potential, putting the potential to work, managing the work in such a way that you have what? Maximum yield. So just as the land, has potential and needs to be put to management, human beings, same is true of human beings. Every man or woman is created with huge potential. In many people are businesses yet to be built, books yet to be written, houses and cities yet to be built, inventions and discovery yet to be unveiled, So this potential needed to be invested in work activity for it to produce that result. So, remember last week we said, when you have knowledge, wisdom, great ideas, if they are not invested in labor, they will be wasted. Knowledge, great idea, uninvested in labor is wasted. So you need to put those potential to work. How well we manage those those activities and those results will determine, the level of result we get from our efforts. That is the role of productivity. We have potential, we put the potential to work. How well do we manage the work so that we can get the best result? So let's consider three reasons why understanding of productivity is key. Three reasons why understanding of productivity is key. The first one is there's an erroneous belief everywhere that being busy is equal to being productive. So people have a long list of to-do items and every day they tick it off, and they count that they are productive, but how much of those things in their list that they tick? However, being busy or load of activity does not equal productivity. For most people, work activity is like running on the treadmill. It is motion without movement. This results in stress, frustration, and unfulfillment. Therefore, understanding productivity is vital to eliminating stress, frustration, and unfulfillment in our work life. Very important, So as a result, since productivity is not equal to, activity, as a result, every time you must stop to ask yourself, what am I accomplishing? Every time in your work life, You must stop regularly to ask yourself, what am I accomplishing? You must ensure that every time you are making measurable progress in reasonable time. In 1 week, 2 weeks, after the end of the day, that you are making measurable progress. The second reason why understanding of productivity is key is that we find ourselves today in a culture of too many choices, a culture of distraction, a culture of widespread culture of what? Multitasking. Let's take them one by one. Too many choices. Today we are overwhelmed by choices and options. These choices and options compete for our time and our attention. To deal with this, we must learn the skill of narrowing options. So the moment you narrow your option, what happens? The other options become distraction. The second thing we want to look at is, the culture of too much distraction. We're in a culture where we are flooded, with, and overwhelmed with loads of information. We are flooded with loads of information. In fact, we suffer from information overload. Too many things are coming at us at once. Your phones, your email, your social media, with all forms of unsolicited information. We need the skill of separating relevant information and content, from the loads of information if we must reach our goal. I think a productivity expert said, don't read anything, that you don't need to move from one level to another. Because when you need it, you won't remember it. You will need to read it again. So it's very important that, for us to reach our goal, we must, switch out from the loads of information that are relevant to our goal. Relevant information are the ones that are needed for our goal. Then the culture of multitasking. There is a widespread misconception that the reason that the computers create a lot of results is because computer multitask. That's an error. Computer does not multitask. Computer does one task at a time at a high speed. It is the speed at which the computer completes one task at a time that gives the illusion that the computer is multitasking. The greatest productivity killer is multitasking. Why? There is a switching cost of about 25%. So every time you switch from one task to another, you lose about 25% of your time, your effort, and your attention. The best you can do, the solution to multitasking is blocking, is time blocking and not multitasking. So you block your time, which is what the computer does. So the third reason why, understanding of productivity is key is abuse and waste of capacity and potential. I explained that. It said that wrong use of anything is an abuse. When you don't use anything properly, it's an abuse. So if you don't use your potential properly, what happens is an abuse. If you don't manage it well, it's an abuse. We all know the consequences of drug abuse, for example. So if we agree that in every man there's a potential home, potential farm, potential businesses, it's up to us to, produce those results and manage them. We must produce those results and do what? And manage them. So we also know that, potential is an energy. And like gasoline, if not well managed, could lead to disaster. So our potential is a higher form of energy if we don't put it to work. Or if we put it to work and we don't manage it very well, it can lead to disastrous life and wasted potential. Also, we know that like me and you and I out there, everyone that wants their life to count, everyone that wants to make a difference in their life, they are committed to capacity building through personal growth and personal development. Imagine building enormous capacity that you're not able to put to best productive effort. Imagine it. No wonder I said that fast runners don't always win the race. Strong warriors don't always win the battle. The wise, sometimes go hungry, and the skillful are not necessarily wealthy. Why? These people are unable to put their speed, their strength, their wisdom, and their skill to effective use. Therefore, understanding productivity is key to be able to put your speed, your strength, your wisdom, and your skill to optimal use for the best result in your life. So that's 3 reasons why understanding of productivity is key. So finally, we just look at 4 keys of many keys to productivity. 4 of many keys to productivity. The first one is understanding priority. You need to understand priority. We have stated that activity does not equal productivity. According to Pareto principle, it says 20% of your effort is responsible for 80% of your result. 20% of your effort is responsible for what? 80% for your result. In other words, if you focus your attention on the activities that are around the top 20%, in terms of importance, you are going to get 80% return on your effort. So 20% effort, bringing 80% return on your effort. So you know that it's not all activities that you must spend your time in. It's also true that 80%, okay, of your effort will bring only 20% of return on your effort. So if you spend your strength, your wisdom, your skill, okay, on the 80% activities that only result in 20% of result, imagine what you will get. What on the other hand, you spend your speed, your strength, your wisdom, your skill on the top 20% that produce 80% of your result all your life. Imagine the kind of result you will get in life. Note this, the 20% of activities that bring 80% of return of your effort is what I call your biggest opportunity. So I encourage you to spend your time and your effort on your biggest opportunity. The second key that we want to look, still under priority, is you need to understand these 3 R's. These 3 R's. The first one is what is required. Okay, as a productive person, there are some things that is required of you, only you should do. Okay, so anything that is not required of you, what happened, that is necessary, delegate it. If it is not required of you, it's not necessary, what do? Eliminate it. The second R is return. Okay, what do you do that gives you the greatest return? Naturally, these are the things that, okay, that employ your strength. Okay, so you need to move from your comfort zone to your strength zone, and make sure that everything you are weak at, delegate it to people who are strong in that area. Make sure that you do the things only that employ your strength. That is when you're going to get great result. The other one is, reward, personal satisfaction. Do the things you love. Make sure your to-do item, those, high opportunity items are the things you love. Do the things that you are passionate about, because what happens? Passion will provide you the fuel that you need to keep going. Don't neglect, okay, what you love. Okay, the third key to productivity is stay out of your gray zone. When it comes to productivity, there are only 2 zones, white or black. What does this mean? You are not allowed to stay in the gray zone. So when it comes to productivity, you are either working or you are resting. You are either working or rejuvenating. So what this is saying is that at the time of work, make sure that you are completely focused, 100% of your mind, your heart, your attention on your work. And if you are resting, make sure that you are 100% resting, focusing on those activities. But if you are resting and you are thinking about work, you are in the gray zone. And if you are at work, you are thinking of holiday, you are in the gray zone. And gray zone is an unproductive zone to be. Unproductive. And finally, the fourth key we are looking at is tie up every loose end in your life. What did I mean by loose end? Close all open items in your life. Okay, complete all the incompletes in your life. Loose ends are unfinished tasks, unaddressed items or issues in your life that you keep thinking about often. Oftentimes you think about them throughout the day. What this does is that they destroy your mental energy. They sap your mental energy. So tying up loose end by closing the incompletes in your life will free up loads of mental energy for you so that you can be productive. If you want to learn more about personal productivity, please get hold of my book, Executive Productivity Multiplier. And if you want to find out, okay, how your team and organization can be more productive, I have a free ebook for productivity, corporate productivity multiplier, how to multiply your team and organization productivity without additional resources. Thank you for your time. If you find this valuable, I encourage you to leave your comments, share with within your network, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. I will see you next week. Thank you.